Did you know that there's actually two Harry Potters? The one with the scar on the forehead, and the other one. Find out how right after this. Hey everybody, I am Taylor from Beard Geek, where I show you it is okay to be a man and a geek at the same time. Well, it's been 20 years. It's been 20 years since Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone first came out in book form in the United Kingdom. And to celebrate that, I am going to answer a couple of questions that has plagued me since the beginning of reading those books and seeing the movies, and which has bothered a lot of other people. And to answer the question about the two Harry Potters, stick to the end of the video. That's going to be a little bonus for you. A couple of the questions are, first off, how did Harry get that freaking rich? Like, did his parents have a Voldemort killing insurance policy? What happened with a giant stack of galleons in the vault? And secondly, why don't we ever know about James's family? Like, we hear all about Lily Evans' side of the family, but never about James's side, apart from one little sentence from Sirius Black. So, what's going on? Well, let's answer the first question, and that would be the giant sack of galleons. Sack? Did I say sack? I meant mountain of galleons hidden in the Gringotts vaults. Well, for that, we have to go like way back in time. We're gonna go back in time. Now, to begin with, we need to go back to the 12th century. That is the 1100s. And we need to talk about a Harry Potter ancestor and how the Potters got their name, which was a gentleman called Linfred Stitchcombe. Now, Linfred was an eccentric, and because of that, people referred to him as the Potterer, and eventually that got shortened down and down to Potter. But this guy was an eccentric, and he made potions, and those potions were still in use to this day, including the one that Harry used in his second year when his arm turned into a giant rubber glove, and that would be Skelegro. Now, Linfred made so much money that he was able to leave a sizable amount for each of his children. And, you know, the Potters tend to be rather hardworking, and so it wasn't like they were lying around all day doing nothing except for eating chocolate frogs. No, they actually worked, and they contributed to making sure that that money lasted as long as possible. And his grandfather, Fleamont Potter, invented Sleek Easy's hair potion. 2 drops will tame any sort of mane. Even though that's not the correct, slogan, it totally should be. Rowling, call me. Now, Sleek Easy's hair potion was the one that Hermione used year 4 in order to tame that giant freaking mane of brown hair into, well, that. Anyway, this produced a lot of money, and Fleamont was able to pass that money on to his son upon his death, whose name was James Potter. And then when James and Lily died, that amount of fortune and probably the royalties from Sleek Easy's went into Harry Potter's name and to his vaults. So that is how Harry Potter managed to be a significantly wealthy orphan. So what about the family side of it? I mean, why don't we ever hear about James's parents, James's siblings? I mean, hell, in the Philosopher's Stone, Harry Potter looked into the mirror of Erised, and what did he say? He saw his family, a bunch of them. Not just his mom and dad creepily hanging over his shoulders like a bunch of freaking vampires, but all of his family. Well, Harry Potter's grandfather, Fleamont, and his wife, insert name here, only had one child, James Potter. And shortly after James and Lily got married, Harry Potter's grandparents, James's parents, contracted dragonpox. Which, if you get it when you're a kid, is not a big deal. It's like the chickenpox or the mumps. However, when you are adult, especially in their old age, dragonpox can be deadly. And that is exactly what happened to James's parents. So when James and Lily died, Harry had no more family on the Potter side. He was it. His father did not have any other siblings. His grandparents were dead. And he didn't have any extended family that could take him in either. Which left the Dursleys. So there you go, folks. That answers 2 major questions that came to me when I read, even the first time, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, or as we call it over here, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, and that has plagued a lot of Harry Potter fans. But now, what about the two Harry Potters? Well, Harry Potter was named after Harry Potter. However, Harry Potter was not actually called Harry Potter, the first one, not the Scarface one. Harry Potter was actually named after Henry Potter, who was a member of the Wizengamot and who had a say in government. But Harry was a nickname given by his closest family and friends, and who caused a scandal where he advocated that wizards get involved in helping Britain win World War I. Most wizards at the time believed that this was purely a Muggle war and they should not get involved. However, Henry Potter, or Harry to his closest friends and family, advocated that wizards should take charge in protecting Britain's rights. And think about it, in World War I, there was approximately 37 million casualties, 17 million killed, about 20 million wounded. A lot of those were civilians as well, and not just military personnel. If the wizards gotten involved, could they in fact have saved lives and ended the war sooner? We'll never know, because although Harry Potter did fight valiantly in order for wizards to get involved, ultimately the motion failed. However, being the vigilant and friendly person that he was, that justified James Potter naming his only son after James's grandfather. Let me know what your biggest question was about Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone in the comments down below, and let me know what you would do with a Gringotts vault filled with galleons at age 11. If you like this video, go ahead and subscribe. Great videos are coming out every week where I show you it is okay to be a man and a geek at the same time. You can also check out these manly and geeky videos over here, because after all, if the women don't find you manly, they should at least find you geeky. And until next time, don't go shaving on me. And cut.